Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Wet Hands by C418 from Minecraft. I've done a cover version of it, so if you want to hear it all played all the way through, go and check that out. I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. In this lesson I'm going to teach you how to play it. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section, let me know what you think of the video, let me know where in the world you're from. Any song requests as well, put them in the comments, I'll try and do a video for you. Also, if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, keep me doing this, and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put them on my Patreon account. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. My guitar's in standard tuning and I've got a capo on fret number 2. Okay, so the first line slowly goes like this. So we're going to start with the third finger on E3, second finger on A2, so you've got E3, A2, open G string, then use your first finger for G2, open B string, back to the G2, take your finger off and play the open G string, and then open D. So the first bar slowly is. And then into the next bar, move your second and third fingers down a string. So your third finger's A3, second finger on D2. So you play A3, D2, open B string. Then I'm using my little finger on B3, back to the B string, and then the G string. So bar 2. So the whole line slowly, we've got. And that line is played twice. On to the second line, the first bar slowly goes. So for that we've got E3, I'm using my third finger, and then E2 nearest to the floor, I'm using my first finger. So we play those at the same time. A2, open G, G2, I've moved my second finger down for that. Open B, back to the G2, and then you've got open G and E3 at the same time, and then an open D. So the bar 3 goes. Bar 4, you can start with your third finger A3, and you've got open E, second finger on the D2, open B, B3, B, open G, and then it's got B3, E, so bar 4. So bars 3 and 4 together go. Bar number 5 starts the same as bar number 3. So we've got E3 and nearest to your face and E2 nearest to the floor at the same time. A2, G, G2, B, G2. And then you're going to go to fret 5, which is where fret 7 normally is, because remember you've got a cap on fret 2. So E5 and open G. And then E7 and open D at the same time. So bar 5 goes. And then bar 6, got A3, D2 and open E at the same time, B, B3, B, open G, B and B3. So let's try the whole line slowly. We've got. Into bar 5. next line, bar 7, you've got E1 and E1 at the same time. So let me just play that first bar. Goes. So E1 and E1, then open A, A3, D2 in the E string nearest to the floor, G and B1, back to the D2, A3 and the opened G string, then open A and G2. So that bar 7. Bar 8, you've just got E1, A, A3, D2 and G. It's pretty straightforward. This next bar, we've got E1 and E1 again. Open A on its own, A3 and the E string at the same time. Then D2, open G and B1, back to D2, A3 and G. Then it goes to open A and G2. So bar number 9. And bar 10, just E1, A, A3, D2, G, and then E3. So that bar 10 goes. So the whole line slowly. Into the next line, bar 11. Sounds like this. So we've got E3 and B3 at the same time. Then A2, G, G2, open B, G2, G, and then D. So into bar 12, we're playing E3, A2, open D, open G, open B, then G7, B8, and E7. So you get. And then you pause on that note. If you look above it, it's got like this little kind of arch with a dot. Looks like an eye. So you just rest on that last note, the E7, for a bit longer than it would normally be. And then you get bar 13 that goes. So open A and 8 on the E string, then E8 nearest to your face, A7, open G string and E7, then open B and E3. So you got. Then B3, then E, into bar 14. So E5, A3, then D2, open G, open B, G2, and then G. So you got. Second last line, we've got. Which is E1 at the same time as B1, then open A, A3 and open B, D3 and B1, open G, and then E string. So you get. And then into bar 16, you're just going to strum with your thumb straight down. E3, A2, open D, G, and open B strings. Then we've got G2, open G, then back to G2 with a D string at the same time. Then E2, A, D, D4, D, A, E2. So bar 17. Bar 18, open D, E2, A, D, D4, D, E3. So let's just play the whole of that line slowly. We've got and the last line, bar 19 goes. So this is probably the trickiest bar in the whole song. E1 and E1, so both of the E1s at the same time. Open A and E nearest to the floor. A3 and B3. Then you go to B1 and D2. Open G and B3, back to the B1 and D2, then A3 and B3, then open A and E. So you get bar 20, E3, A2 and B3 at the same time. Then D, G, open B with E3, G2, G, and then D. So you get. And the penultimate bar, bar 21, I've got. This is a bit of a stretch out. There is another way of playing it, I'll show you in a sec. So we're playing A5 and E2 at the same time, but you could change that A5 to an open D string if you wanted to. Makes it much easier, but I'm just choosing to hold it like this. So play those at the same time, then B3, G2, D4, and then again this A5 you could just play as an open D string. So you could do it either, or you could do. And then the last bar, G2, D4, A5, open A, and E2, and then I just played a G chord in my arrangement just to finish it off. And that's the whole song. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video. If you want the tabs for this, I'll put it on my Patreon account. I've set it really cheaply, so go and check that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Don't forget to give me some comments, give me some feedback, and let me know what songs you want to learn. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.